beautiful sunny Sunday. You already know here in California, the southern portion at least, is clear skies, nice and warm, beautiful day. So it's actually, a nice Sunday. Last day for a fun day, como dice el pinche lighter shade of brown. Decided to hop on, see, what's the word on the curve, you heard. What's the talk of the town? What's going down? Hold on, just setting this up real quick. Alrighty. Yeah, but what's everybody getting themselves into? You already know. We just right here. We chilling at work. Decided to hop on, see, how's everybody doing on this beautiful Sunday. And don't forget, I dropped the video on this channel, right? If you guys want, you guys could go scope it out. It's about our politics, right? The state of our politics, should I say. The shenanigans that's be happening, right? With the insults and people calling each other names and should be getting vicious. What's good, Mr. Pasa? What's cracking like in shit? What you getting yourself into, my boy? Que es la buena vida, carnal. You seen that video of P. Diddy mopping the floor with his ex-Hina? I had work, wasn't planning on going, but needed the money. I feel you. Gotta make the Skrilla illa. I just got home. That's right, homie. Now you get to relax, chill. I feel you. After a long day of work. Shit, and especially on Sunday, bro, it's like more of a drag, And then, bam, back to it on Monday, valiendo shit. I scoped out those videos you had shot me too. What's up? Was Han in YouTube? Another wild situation. Serio. Como dice el otro YouTuber, ¿no? These crazy P. Diddy's. Hey, apologize. Yeah, but that video was fake as fuck, bro. P. Diddy. Like, here's one thing, bro. You can't give an apology, bro, once the video comes out. Like, if you wanted people to believe your apology and believe that you're sincere, you should have apologized before the video hit the fans. But the only reason why you're apologizing is because the video came out, bro. That's the only reason why. Because if that video would have never came out, he would have never apologized, meaning he was never sorry, meaning he's not sorry. You feel me? He tries to play it off really good, but it's like, he thinks that people are stupid, bro. But people were like, oh, he apologized, so, like, people should forgive him. Like, no, because he only apologized because that shit came out. Because if not, he would have never apologized. So, therefore, he's not sorry. It's common sense. What's good, Derek? What's cracking like it, my boy? You know what I mean? And he's not sorry because he's still battling with her in court, bro. Instead of being like, all right, I fucked up, break her off whatever she deserves or whatever. Instead, he's like, nah, fuck that. It's like, which one is it, bro? You sorry or you're not sorry? I notice con artists tell the same lies in different contexts, then brag about their successful. They can't be touched, and they do. Yeah, they all do that. Their egos. That's the ego in them, bro. Their ego starts to inflate, and they become very reckless. You know what I mean? Like, people get a little taste of fame, bro, and they think that they're that one. They think that they're the talk of the town. They think that they're the, all that in a bag of chips. When it's like, calm down, my guy. You are merely just another person out here. Nothing more, nothing less. But, people eat it up. There's people out there that just eat it up. Why that is, I have no idea. There's people that come on here every day, lie after lie after lie, and, have done, shady, scandalous stuff time after time after time, and yet they still get support. Why that is? Who knows? They'll say, like, like pedophile comments and racial comments, and yet people are still right there, And those be the biggest channels. I don't know. I don't understand. I guess people like that type of person. Or maybe they like the delusion of things, right? So they just ignore the evidence. Butterscotch pounding is the prize. Pound cake? Butterscotch? Pound cake? I like red velvet cheesecake. That's just bomb. Talk about bomb, that's bomb. But very few places sell it, you know. Portos is one, but you know Portos always has a fucking line from here to Egypt. I swear to God, that place always packed, bro. Always a fucking line. It's like, God damn. They'll say they'll drop racks and take on. Yeah, that is the most stupidest thing ever, bro. Like, how are you gonna come on and how are you gonna make a video and upload it to social media and say that you're willing to drop this amount of money if somebody offs this person? Like how stupid are you though? Like, come on, like, what the fuck? Like, and how people could respect that, like, oh yeah, this was really witty, like, oh man. I'm starting to think that people are more delusional than I thought, bro. I will always have your back, brother. I think we cannot assume we are irrelevant to the people in the back, bro. Can't even hold up the blanket. Always in the way. Hey, gracias. I appreciate that, my boy. No, I know, but you know, there's certain people that like feel like they're that important, right? Like, and they're the ones that be taking, you know, advantage of, you know, people, right? Because they think that they're that slick, right? That is not a video that people just can't go and rewatch it, right? Like, that's just crazy. But then again, like you said, money makes the world go round. You know what I mean? People, you know, they all want it. Everybody wants it, right? So I guess that's what. I guess some people are just willing to, you know, turn the other cheek or, you know, hold their tongue, I guess, for the right price. I just think that that's like the worst thing possible. Like, how could you accept that money? How could you accept that money, bro? Like, knowing damn well that you did everything that you're against to obtain it, bro. Like, how you gonna be cool with that? Like, how are you cool with that? You're a good person. Nah, I'm not. I don't feel like I'm a good person. You know what I mean? Because I have my demons to me. Trust me. You know what I mean? And back then I was a very, very evil person. I came a long way. I want to say that at least, right? So I don't think that that's what I don't know what exactly it is, to be honest with you. I guess it's the madness in society, huh? But you know, that's the interesting part about it, though, right? Like the human brain and how it works, right? Like human behavior overall, human interaction, right? Like the different personalities out there, and you know why people do the things that they do and say the things that they say, you know, because you know there's a reason for everything. So I find that all that, you know, fascinating. Yeah, well, everyone has demons. That is true. At least you're good at math. Hey, well, I appreciate that. You know, I just come and speak. That's not even my goal either, right? Like, I just come and I speak my like mind and opinions, right? Like, I don't know, good way of therapy, I guess. You're an honest person. Oh, you know, yeah, that's one thing that I could honestly, truly say about myself, that I'm honest. You know what I mean? I'm as honest as it's because honesty means a lot to me, bro. Honesty is something that I cherish dear. You know what I mean? It's something that I feel like is important, right? And it's crazy that, you know, it's the very thing that people choose not to, you know, hold loyalty to, right? And it's like the truth is always going to be better than no matter which, you know, best lie that you tell, right? I mean, because you're only delaying the the outcome, right? Because once they find out that you lied to them, they're going to be twice as mad. So you should have just told them the truth instead of, trying to not hurt their feelings by lying. You're gonna make it worse once they find out. Then the problem's gonna be bigger than what it would have been. You know. And like I said, bro, the truth is just as good as any fucking lie. You know what I mean? I don't understand why people need, to lie for. Like they could just tell the story, right? Like, hey, I heard this story about this individual, but I don't know why. So there's some individuals that feel the need to implicate themselves in the story, like, nah, that it happened to them instead of to their friend or somebody that they knew. They have to involve themselves in the story, and maybe that's the narcissistic in them, right? And it's like, why are you involving yourself in the story when you weren't even there? Like, I guess some people just feel like the need to be relevant to the conversation. That shit is crazy though, because you see a lot of that shit on here, and it's great because you're able to see it like straight off the bat, and I guess these individuals feel like no one could tell, and it's like, oh man, you really think that people that are watching are that stupid? Huh? That's crazy. And these fools think that they're slick. That's just crazy. Keep up the good work, Shadow. Homie Popeye from Orchard. That's right. Shout out to Orchard Locals. Do you think that Raza can over? What's good? What's cracking like in Alejandro? That's not get over the government. Come together. We just fight for. Well, yeah, the good fight is always gonna, keep going. You know what I mean? Just like you always have dictators and pieces of shit, you always have good people out there too. Is the yin and the yang, no? A bit of bad exists in everybody, and a little bit of good exists. At least we'd like to think in everybody, right? But there's been some cases where that's not necessarily the case. There's some people that are truly like the worst of the worst. Maybe born that way, or I don't know, made that way. You know what I mean? But there's been some fucking people that have walked this planet that that are the devil themselves. You know what I mean? They have done some truly fucking crazy shit. And I was watching this thing, right? I forgot what channel it was, but it was one of these big channels, right? But it just popped out on my notification, whatever shit, and it was a channel about YouTubers exposed, right? But it wasn't like in our genre. It was like in the like whatever these young kids are into nowadays, like these these big channels, these influencers and shit like that, right? And they were putting some stuff that people faking how they were sick, how they were paralyzed on a wheelchair, their kids getting kidnapped, but they were all lies, right? They got exposed for lying, and I'm like, so people are really coming on here and faking that they're dying and that they're paralyzed and shit like that. Like, oh man, I thought that the street and prison genre was full of fakes and weirdos. But man, bro, seeing this other genre of people, I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, damn, like shit. This genre got nothing on these motherfuckers, right? These motherfuckers go to a whole nother level. Like, these folks making fake illnesses and shit like that to get, for people to donate and shit. And I'm just like, damn, homie, that is crazy. These motherfuckers faking to be disabled and, have a terminal illness. That in itself truly is fucking speechless, bro. I was like, huh. And they have millions of subscribers, right? And I'm just like, and just off the bat, just by watching the first video that they throw on there, I'm just like, people really believe this? Like all the signs point to there's something fishy going off right off the bat, bro. I guess people just really don't pay attention, You see, time people can make a change in law. It's done right. Yeah, facts. That's how cosa funciona. Yeah, unfortunately, sí cierto. Yeah. That's just the way the world is. Unfortunately. there's something went wrong in their blueprint, right? Like for these people to think that type of behavior is okay, because these kids just don't manifest those things. They're taught that way. They pick up shit as they're growing up. And if negativity and scandalous movidas are the ones that are in his environment that he's watching, then that's what he's gonna pick up. 9 times out of 10, if like let's say if you hook up with a girl and the girl is a super jealous female, right? Like let's say she's super jealous and super controlling, then that only means that the relationship between her parents, her mom and her dad, must have been the same way. So her growing up, she's seen her parents like how they were, right? And how the relationship works. And so she thinks that that's normal, that that's how couples supposed to behave, because you're not going to be able to tell a person that the way their parents are acting is wrong, or that their parents were wrong, or that their parents were doing it right, because nobody's going to accept that, because that's their parents. People are always going to defend the honor of their parents, right? So they're not going to want to see the shit that you're telling them, right? So they're only going to assume that you're wrong, you're stupid, and this is just how relationships work. This is normal. This is normal behavior. This is how people interact. Like, no, that's not normal. But see, since her parents were like that, she feels like it's normal. That's why she carries it on. You know what I'm saying? Same with, domestic violence and shit like that. Because they're going to pick up on it. They're going to think that that's normal. Because you're not going to be able to tell them that the way their parents were living was wrong. But you got to sometimes look in the mirror, bro, that, everyone makes mistakes. And, the way your parents were behaving wasn't the right thing, bro. Ain't nothing wrong with that, But that's just a realization that no one's willing to come to truth with. Like, no one's willing to accept that. So they'll make up a bunch of other excuses or blame other things that aren't, at least family related. It's his friends. It's the environment. It's this and that. But the truth of the matter is, like, my kids turned out to be the opposite of how I live my lifestyle and the way I am. And what I did is pretty much the opposite of what was done with me. And I got 4 kids, right? So one's in college, one's already about to graduate and go to college. School, and they have always been all honor roll students, That's what it truly is, right? And they're the complete opposite of what I am. And all I ever did with them was the opposite of what was done with me. You know what I mean? And a lot of homies do that. That's why a lot of homies' kids don't end up becoming, part of the streets. Because they just tend to do what was not done with them. And are, like in other, like most of the homies, their parents are not gang members. You look at their parents, they go to church, they're not street related people. They don't do drugs, but neglection's a real shit. Neglection and verbal insults is real. It's a real effect, bro, that is going to have on its children. If you keep insulting your kids, using, I guess, violence to teach them a lesson, those are all negative behaviors, bro. By you insulting somebody and beating somebody, you'll never, ever get them to comply. You're never going to fix the problem that way. You can never fix a problem with violence and insults. You just can't. Name a time in history where it has worked like that. It's never worked like that. Even like I say, when people say that the laws need to be harsher for these people to behave better, they don't understand. Back in the medieval times, right? Because that's one of the worst periods in human history. They had the most horrendous, horrible laws back then and torture methods for people that broke the law. The worst shit that you can think of, they were doing to these people. That way they could learn. And guess what happened? Crime was still happening and people were still breaking the law. Even though they are aware that this and this could potentially happen to them. Yet they still fucking did it. Because you're not going to be able to fix the problem this way, bro. You just never, you know? Being just silent. I'll call you back. But you're never going to be able to fix, people by, by using, negative behaviors. You're just not going to get them to comply. The reason they're behaving that way is because they have no one, to listen, no understanding, a sense of not belonging. You know what I mean? No one to talk to, no one to express themselves to. But see, people don't want to fix the problems like that because they feel like that's not a punishment. So therefore, they're not satisfied. They want to satisfy their views, right? Like, the only way I'll be satisfied is if this person is miserable. You get me? But then again, you're not fixing the problem. You're literally, fixing the problem to the side to satisfy your ego. And that's why shit doesn't get fixed. Because people rather, instead of fixing problems, they rather make themselves feel better. And that's why they choose the latter, bro. Because they rather feel better about something than to actually fix the problem. You know what I'm saying? How do you know all that, bro? I study human behavior, bro. You know what I'm saying? Psychology. Education is key, bro. Because before you used to just chunk it up as people, bullshitting and just being like this for this. But there's, when you educate yourself, you realize, that people behave in this manner for a reason, right? I think if people were to get a better understanding, of psychology, they will understand situations a lot better. But then again, there's a lot of people that really don't want to educate themselves on shit like that. So they're just like, fuck that. Like, you had these individuals trip out on this. You had people saying that that's not true, that that's bullshit. What the fuck do those motherfuckers know? They're saying this about psychiatrists, therapists, people, criminologists, people that have actually went to the greatest universities in this planet, the greatest minds and universities in the planet, where they teach this to the greatest minds in the planet. They're saying that these people don't know what they're talking about. And these motherfuckers who don't even have a high school diploma, graduated from high school, are saying that they know what the truth is. Just fucking slam these fools down and give them, 30, 40 years, and that's how you fix problems. Compared to these motherfuckers who have research and science through fucking history, the greatest minds and the greatest universities, you know more than these motherfuckers. Like, well, their science ain't really up. Like, bro, you go to the doctor when you get sick, right? Or when there's something wrong. Why do you believe that science and not this science? It's done the same shit. That's how they get the results. Science. But you gotta believe this science, but not that science. It's because you don't want to look in that mirror, bro. Because in that mirror, hey, the truth hurts, homie. You'd rather satisfy your own fucking ego and views than to fix a fucking problem. You get what I'm saying? Especially if someone that, let's say, committed a crime against someone that your loved ones, right? A family member. You're not going to want him to get therapy and all that shit. You're going to be like, fuck that motherfucker. Crucify that fool. But how are you going to fix the problem like that? Fuck fixing the problem. I want to feel better about the situation. You can't tell me that that's not what it is, because that's what it is. Yeah, you don't want to fix a problem. You rather satisfy your views and how you feel and how you want shit taken care of by more violence. People are saying how people should not, use violence against others. No one has a right to be using, taking somebody's life or using violence. Yet once a crime is now committed against them, what do they want the problem to get fixed by? Violence. Beat that motherfucker. Good riddance. He got shot. It's a good thing. That fucking idiot. Bro, weren't you just saying how there should be peace and all this and that? Like, yeah, that was before he did something to me. So now it's different. Oh, so now you understand why these gang members are out there shooting each other and why they do what they do. So why are you acting stupid for? Oh, no, but that's different, though. That's different, though. Why? These motherfuckers did something to these fools, and they're retaliating just like how you want it. How is it different? So you understand why these fools are doing what they're doing. So why the fuck are you acting stupid for? You get what I mean? You are no better than them individuals. Yeah, you want to feel like you are. Get what I'm saying? It's the same thing when I say about the military. People are talking about people killing innocent people. Bro, these fools are dropping bombs in all these villages. All kinds of women and children are dying. You don't have a problem with it there. But yeah, you have a problem when gang members killing another gang member on the street that you live on. Like, how could they take the lives of others? You're giving these motherfuckers holidays and they're blowing up fucking homes of all these people. Oh, why? Because it's not happening here and you're not seeing it. Therefore, it makes you feel better because it's not happening to your people in your country. So that makes it okay? No, it doesn't, right? But yeah, you celebrate their holidays and you got no problem with it. But then you want to protest against these motherfuckers. For what? The same shit? Killing each other, killing another person they never met a day in their life for a piece of land that doesn't belong to nobody? Because people just drew the lines and say from here and here is, this and that. The same thing that these individuals are doing makes it no different. Because just because you put a government out behind it, don't make it right. Y'all motherfuckers came, slaughtered, and conquered. And took over, just like these motherfuckers try to do. There's no different. Yeah, you want to justify one and not the other. People don't like hearing the facts. Like, someone, make this motherfucker shut up already. He's stupid. Why? Like, we can engage in conversation. Tell me your point of view and we can debate. But people rather just choose to insult instead of debating. Because I know the truth hurts. You know what I mean? This is real talk. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, my lunch is over. We got to get back to it. It was good chopping it up with you guys, and we out.